Well, this is the start of another live stream. That's not live. Yeah.
Another
Non-live live stream. So this would be number 52, I believe.
Which really makes this a year.
I guess so.
A full year we've been doing this.
There we go.
That doesn't seem possible.
Either that or a full deck of cards.
Full deck of cards.
Yeah. I've got the camera pulled back more with hopes that it'll stay out of my way. I won't be hitting it with my shoulder.
One can only hope.
But if it gets, we might do a camera movement later on, move everything back in.
Do we have Oscar available?
Oscar, we mean Oscar.
To move the camera.
Oh, no, Irving is the cameraman.
Irving! I don't know why I
Jeez.
can't get that right. Oh, I'm so sorry, Irving.
Yes. So here is the Saturday the 15th. We have Bogash, Jane, Phydeaux. And Jane asks Phydeaux, how old are you, Phydeaux? This much. So actually, 3 fingers and 2 fingers, so 5. See, the joke being I draw 3 paws, no, 3 fingers on his paw. So he needs to use 2 hands to do 5. How old are you? And she gives him a middle finger, 1. And we thought we'd do a censored box. Although when I originally drew this, the middle finger actually didn't look bad. I wish I hadn't put the censor box in here just to show you people what it looked like. But well, we're working on here. This is basically 1950s American humor. You really can't show middle fingers. You really can't show women dressed in belly shirts like this.
Oh no, you can just show them in their bra and underwear like you did like a week ago.
But I'm starting to draw Jane with her dumper just going a little bit lower, so she's starting to show her age.
I'm sorry, her what going what and what?
Her diaper going a little bit lower.
Oh.
And all right, let's put that one aside. This is the next Monday. Dino sleeps on the floor, as you all know. Phydeaux sleeps on the couch. Oh no, it's Monday again. Oh wait, I'm a dog. I think I'll take a nap. This is my answer to Garfield. I don't know why that cat is so pissed off about Mondays. He's a cat. Oh, let's put that aside.
She has things to do.
We've got to do the background on these 2 today and the word balloons. So when I get out the ink, I will be doing those suckers. Put that up there on the magnet. So you got a different camera angle, so now you can see what my magnet looks like. You need to take what?
A break. I'll be right back.
Oh no. Oh, she's taking a break. Cheers.
Like 2 minutes in.
I might as well take a break too. What the hell? No, this is how the work ethic is around here. So we have Tuesday, the 18th. Bo has got his camera up, and what are you doing? I'm taking a picture of my food. Why? To share with people online. And Phydeaux takes his dinner. You don't need to do that if you want to share. Who didn't see that one coming? And this one, you can see. Yeah, you can basically see it's the rough drawing of. It's Felicia. She's caught herself a bird, and the bird says, "Stop! Don't eat me! I have bird flu." Bird flu. And the Canadian goose reappears. "You should let the little fella go, eh? Bird flu is serious. Could make you sick." "Oh, all right. Do you really have bird flu?" "It might just be seasonal allergies." Now I've got to learn how to do the Canadian accent again. Although a lot of people will say the Boston accent is very similar. "You really should let the little fella go, eh?" Yeah. Let me work on that one. Still got to do a lot of backgrounds on that last one too. This is Thursday the 20th. Very light pencil. Yeah, you guys can't see that at all. We have Bo, actually the whole entire cast. "You have to show the dog you're in charge. Phydeaux, sit." And Phydeaux holds out his paw. And as he's sitting, he charges as Bo's digging through his wallet. Who's in charge? He charges. And here's the Friday. Friday always ends up in the bar. What we do is we draw the bar first and plop the characters in there. And the bar is the character here. Yeah, I guess you can more or less see what's going on there. Dino and Phydeaux, and 3 of the female Phydeaux fans over there on the left. "Women today just want you for your money." And quiet drinking moment. And then Phydeaux realizes something. You don't have any money. Shh! Don't tell them that. Yeah, we can more or less see what's going on there. All right, that sucker's got to do. I've got to do a lot of inking today, but I figure let's start with the penciling. I believe this is the only one we need to pencil. Well, that was the pencil sharpener. So now I should warn you, cartoonists are the dirtiest, filthiest creatures on the face of this planet. Therefore, I must wear a glove. So as not to get the paper dirty. So we could be doing the review of the chief colorist's work this week, but she's not here, and it's no fun to do it when she's not here. I wonder if I get in trouble for having Dino over here smoking a cigarette. Everyone knows it's really not good for you.
I'm sorry, what's up?
Those cigarettes, they'll kill you.
Oh yeah, the cigarettes are good. Did you miss me?
Yes, we did. The show wasn't the same without you. We have no work this week for the chief colorist because I am behind, and I'm going to blame the 4th of July holiday.
I'm gonna blame you being out of the house for hours and hours and hours.
I had to go to the registry yesterday. We need appointments now in order to go to the registry of motor vehicles.
Which you would think would make it a more efficient system, but no.
No.
Remember the chaos when you could just walk in there and wait in line? Well, now you make appointments, and there's even more chaos. Yay.
And you still walk in there and wait in line.
And you still walk in there and wait in line. So the lines haven't stopped, and the process hasn't helped.
It looks like they've.
But now there's lines.
Well,
I mean,
they've taken out a few seats. That's about the only difference to the registry.
Seriously?
They've taken out a few seats because I guess they figure they don't need as many seats because there won't be as many people sitting there.
So now there's just more people standing?
No. You could still. There's enough seats. They've just taken.
Oh, there aren't as many people?
No, there aren't as many people, but you're still waiting in line for for a while. You know, the people are more or less outside waiting now, and then they let you in
Gotcha.
like 5 or 10 minutes before your appointment.
Gotcha.
Some poor people who I have met outside, who also had appointments at the same time I did, had come an hour early, stupidly. Well, they had been standing outside for well over an hour. What's on TV today? Oh, Tubi.
I was gonna try, well,
We got rid of Paramount Plus, and now we got Tubi, and we have Peacock.
yeah, I broke down and got Peacock.
We're
It's like $2.99 a month.
yeah, we're gonna have to.
Oh. Tubi has Babylon 5.
Oh, cool.
There's a sign in though. What have I been signed in? Oh.
Yeah, no thanks. That's too much work.
Yeah, I'm not putting in a bunch of codes and crap.
Yeah,
Can you watch anything?
who knows?
Nope. Oh, sign up to save progress. Yeah,
Who wants to say progress?
I know. I don't care if I save progress. Gilligan's Island. No.
No, that's the wrong one. that's I Dream of Genie. I think you sit right back in here, Taylor.
Just sit that right back in here.
Yeah, there you go.
Tail,
Yeah,
tail.
okay. All right, you don't have to sing that for the audience.
Oh, we bugged out of Dark Shadows, huh? We were watching that for a while.
We saw many seasons of that show.
We
Yeah.
did see many seasons, but then it kind of slogged. Well, no, it did, well, I don't know why we got it. I guess we found something else. Oops. Oh, Haunt TV. I was watching some Canadian who said that Ghost Adventures has been on for 19 seasons, and they haven't found a single ghost.
Just so we don't get a copyright strike, could you pop that sound down a little bit?
I did.
In case any music?
It just took me a minute.
Yeah. It will probably be okay because that's just, what do you call it?
I know.
People
I know.
speaking, but.
Oh, that's just one channel.
Ah.
The way they made it sound, Haunt TV, I thought it was going to be a whole thing.
So we got rid of Paramount because of what they did to Star Trek. Okay, people. Star Trek has underperformed for 12 years. Since 2009. What business allows Bad Robot and Secret Hideout to do this to their product? This is unsustainable, people.
Unsustainable. Oh, this is not fun. Autopsy, the last hours of, ew, who wants to watch this show?
That sounds right up your alley. Autopsy shit?
Well, I don't want an autopsy. Maybe it's really not an autopsy. Maybe they're being, they have to be. They can, no. I don't mean to sound stupid yet, but I thought maybe it was like a forensic science or something doing it.
So we picked up Peacock for Yellowstone, which we've started watching again. And I say watch it again because it felt like we were watching it again for the first time.
I don't think we watched the first season. Yeah, either that or
It's like, who is this brother?
Where the hell did he come from? And he's dead? Oh, sorry, spoilers. I know, that whole first season just went straight out of my mind if we had watched it before. I'm still not convinced we did.
I don't think we did. We must have walked in on season 2.
Which I don't know why we would have walked in on season 2, but whatever. Okay, how come I can't? Oh, there we go. There we go.
All right. Yes. There's no reason in the world why I should have all 3 characters in this particular strip because Dino doesn't do anything, and I guess all you really need is one witness, which would be Jane.
It's
It's just to provide extra work for the chief colorist.
Yeah. I was gonna say it's to create a family, but okay. The family dynamic.
Well, maybe I want to do like a no gay thing, putting Dino and Bo together.
Miller.
Putting Dino and Bo together so much, at least you got to put a woman in there so you can say no gay, no gay.
Okay. Welcome back, Carter.
Not that there's anything wrong with it.
I'm barely in. I'm just kind of talking back to you with some of the things I hear here and there, because I'm.
You are really looking for something on television.
Well, no, I'm shocked that they have Welcome Back, Carter, and My Favorite Martian, and all these terribly old.
Do they get Chico and the Man yet?
I know, I haven't seen it, but they probably do. Laurel and Hardy. Wow. What is this thing? That's pretty. Camera. No, not kidding. Star Hike. Very private lesson. Ooh. Yeah, that looks like Japanese anime. I think we can stay away from that one.
Yeah, wow, a lot of scantily clad women,
Yeah.
animated women.
Mystery Science Theater shorts.
I think they call that Hayatai. Tentacle porn.
Ew. I thought tentacle porn had something to do with a
Squid?
octopus.
Yeah.
Or squid.
Yeah.
Mr. Bean. Kids in the Hall. Wow. Greatest American Hero.
If William Cat wasn't such an a-hole, that show would have succeeded. William Cat just didn't want to do it. Oh, he thought he was a serious actor.
He's not. 8 is enough to fill my heart.
Okay, no singing, please. You can't carry a tune.
I don't have my professional voice on. What's happening? Wow. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm sort of taking a trip into my past. I mean, many of these I didn't watch, but... Oh, there's I Dream of Jeannie.
Yeah. I think what's happening was just before my time of really getting into... it took me many years to develop patience to sit down and watch television. They probably would have diagnosed me with ADD back then if it existed.
My Little Margie, 1954.
My Little Margie. A young woman's crazy schemes frequently get her father and pals into trouble in this classic sitcom.
My mother's talked about this, but I've
Oh,
never...
really? I've never heard of it.
Yes. My mother's talked about it, but I've never ever seen it.
Oh. It must
The
be.
Donna Reed show, oh my God.
Now that I heard of, I've never seen it.
One Day at a Time. Oh, I used to love One Day at a Time. I'm sure half of the people, if not more of the people watching this, have no idea what these shows are. Oh, they did a What's Happening Now? What the hell was that about?
Yeah, it's a modern.
Raj, Rerun, Dwayne, and Shirley return.
1985.
Yeah.
Oh.
Raj is married and Sister D is making a guest appearance. Oh boy, she's making a guest appearance because what, she had other things to do in her life? Family affair.
Yeah. Wow, really?
She's making a guest appearance. What
Really?
is-
We're going to attack the actress now.
Well, the way they put it, she's making a guest appearance.
Yeah, that means they just didn't want to hire her
That's true.
for full time.
Yeah, I didn't really mean to be a bitch about her. But now you're making me feel bad. I wonder if anybody from the show really did that much. Okay, stop watching. This is what's happening now. Okay,
That's the problem with these streaming services. You spend more time searching than you
I
do
know.
actually watching.
I know. I wonder what the oldest show on here is.
So, Indiana Jones has failed in the theater. And,
Failed, like spectacularly failed.
and
So
I-
you could say it,
It's been knocked out of first place by Jim Caviezel here with his new film, The Sound of Freedom, which I don't quite get because it doesn't sound like something I want to go to the cinema to watch. It's a massive downer. We've got child trafficking. Okay. But the interesting story here is Fox originally made it for $15 million, and when Disney bought Fox, they got it in the package, and Disney did not want it. They were not going to release it. The producers got
Smart
together.
move.
The producers got together and like crowdsourced $5 million and bought it from Disney. And Disney said, "Oh, bonus $5 million! You get to get rid of this thing." I don't know why Disney did not want to release a film on child trafficking. The jokes come too easy, but we'll leave it at that. And for $5 million, well. What would they make? 15.2 million this week? I don't know. Sound of Freedom. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, they just beat their big tentpole Indiana Jones film with it. So, good work, Disney, celebrating 100 years of good choices. And this is not a Disney product, but the people who brought us Shrek and Mario, I guess they. This is Ruby Gillman, Teenage Cracking from Universal. It's another hero's journey, a female boss, I guess that's why it didn't do well. Anything that has the stink of being another American Girl boss film just doesn't sell internationally anymore. They also did not advertise this. I had no idea what it was until it came out. But there's Rudy Gillen, Teenage Cracking, and
Yeah.
it didn't do well. So since we were on the topic, our friend Kathy Kennedy apparently had a meeting with Bob Iger.
Okay.
And this is nearly a quote. She said to Bob, "We cannot make a successful film under the diversity, equity, and inclusion rules that Bob Iger forces us to work with."
Oh yeah, Bob Iger did it. Wait a minute, isn't that your current boss?
That is ballsy, Miss Kennedy. Yeah, she claims, "Oh, we've been saving the studio money by not making any more films, and we gave you The Mandalorian." Yeah, but then you destroyed The Mandalorian by firing Gina Carano and giving us what we have today. But things are going bad for Mr. Iger, actually. He lives in, actually, for a guy like this, is a modest home in Brentwood, California. And the New York Post wrote this hit article on it. Disney CEO Bob Iger's sprawling Los Angeles estate has been undergoing mass renovations amid a slew of shocking layoffs of some of ESPN's top on-air talent. This is a beautiful hit piece.
Yeah.
I love the words.
And we also saw that he got a lot of Amazon packages too.
About $7 million in changes have been made according to calculations by the Post. This is a modest freaking home for a man making for the president of Disney to live in. But since they're so upset with him cutting ESPN, New York Post did a hit piece on poor Bob Iger. I'll defend the guy when he needs defending. But, well, Doctor Strange cost more than 100 million more than its budget. They're just releasing a lot of these. Well, here's a big surprise to you.
Disney lies.
Disney lies.
I guess the surprise.
In fact, according to this other story, they are still taking a tax credit from the UK government for The Force Awakens. Anyway, I won't read any of these stories. I recommend you find them for yourself online if you're interested. All right, back to work.
So, I landed on celebrity ghost stories.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I found it interesting that the first episode, I think 3 of the 4 celebrities are dead.
So they could be ghosts.
Yep. Oh no, I'm sorry, just 2 of the 4.
Oh.
Joan Rivers, David Carradine, Scott Baio, and Terry Polo.
Yeah, David Carradine's not coming back.
No, neither is Joan Rivers.
Well,
David Carradine's not coming back out of sheer
embarrassment. Yeah. Joan Rivers, I could see, at least making the attempt. But David Carradine's up there saying, "No, that's okay.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Good where I am.
But Joan, can we talk? She'll be back."
Well, didn't she die during like a plastic surgery thing though?
Yeah.
Which is kind of.
No, that's completely in character. No.
Oh, it's in character.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I guess the other thing was in character too.
No. David Carradine's death would not be considered in character. It would be
Why?
considered.
That was the first time he ever
That's
did
the
that?
first time he ever did that. Yes.
Oh, that's kind of some sad.
That's why he died, because he wasn't experienced at it.
Oh, okay.
He was supposed to do it with a friend.
If you had a friend to do that kind of thing,
You wouldn't need to do it.
Yeah.
Well, if you don't want that friend touching your junk, is what I mean. The friend is just someone
All right. Okay.
who generally you do
So
want someone
basically,
who's strong enough to pick you up in
So
case.
not a friend so much as a spotter.
A spotter, yes,
Yeah,
thank you.
Okay.
A spotter, yes.
Spotter. You need to do that kind of thing with a spotter.
It's autoerotic asphyxiation, in case anyone doesn't know how Mr. Carradine died. He hung himself from a closet coat rack. How does a bar in a closet take the weight of a full-grown man? That had to be quite a
you're
bar.
not supposed to. It's not supposed to. It's supposed to just kind of choke you up a little. But I guess he
Yeah.
fell, or I don't know. You know what? No, that's something I care to look into. That deeply.
See, I've never tried that, but I wouldn't use you as a spotter because you can't pick me up.
Nope. That would be a terrible call for me to have to make. Liam, who did you say? My husband?
Was it suicide? No. But he hung himself. Yeah, no, but it wasn't suicide.
I would call before it got to the point of death, honey. If I saw you struggling, I would make the call. I wouldn't.
5 minutes.
Try really hard. No. I would try really hard not to let you go out that way. I really would. I promise you that. If you burned nothing else from me, you earned the respect that I would try really hard to prevent that from happening.
But if I did, you'd tell everybody.
It doesn't really particularly bode that well on me either, you know. So it's not necessarily a story I'd be like, hey, guess what?
Guess what? Rather than touch me, he...
Hey, all right, you don't have to spell things out.
Let's get that pencil.
Yes.
Here is the poster for the Marvels.
Oh.
All right.
With
We
the
need
big
to-
smash hits.
Well, we need to help them out here by the point of view of a cartoonist. Now, Brie Larson, it looks like they slimmed her body down, but no, actually, this is what Brie looks like. She actually is really that thin. Kamala Khan has always been hippie. She's worked, well, she's a young girl. And this is Monica Rambeau. Look at how much space. Okay, here's her hip. Starts about right there. And then the crotch is almost down below my post-it note. That is some distance. Let's get a measurement here. That is an inch and 3/8. Now,
Well, okay then.
and for comparison, I'm going to pull the same spot on Brie Larson. Let's see. There's her hip and there's her crotch. So Brie is only looking at exactly 1 inch. Exactly 1 inch on Brie Larson. So there's just so much wrong with this. Kamala Khan here looks like she's holding a Swiffer duster.
Oh.
Which, she's Indian, not Mexican.
Oh. No, stop.
But what do they know? They all look alike. And what's the
Stop.
date there? Is that November 18th? Or is it 3 Roman numerals? I don't. Way to go. This is a very bad printout, so you got to see this yourself live. 3 just images pasted on Photoshop. These women were not even in the same room together when this photo was taken. Let's see. Brie's light source is coming from here. Her light source is coming from there, and Kamala Khan's light source seems to be, well, there's some behind her. But wow. Yeah, they are not even trying. So Kathleen Kennedy said, to Bob Iger, who you gonna blame when the Marvels come out? Oh, Kathy. So, horrible.
Oh. I didn't know that was going to do that.
What is it?
Stop! Sorry.
No problem.
It wouldn't stop.
It's on your phone?
Yeah. I hit something by accident on my app, my Facebook app.
Yeah, no problem. Doubt that was recognizable copyrighted material. So we're moving Jane into more of a ponytail look here.
Really? Okay.
Well, she was designed in the older style of the comic strip women, So I never quite knew what to do with her hair because you had to have the cross hatches in the hair. I think if I were ever to redesign her, I would just make her a brunette and black her, give her black hair. Just get it done with. But I'm stuck. She's one of the older styles.
She's one of the oldest characters.
Almost. Yeah. Well, Beau and the
I said
Phydeaux, but yeah, one of the
one of the oldest supporting characters.
still existing women, I suppose you could say. There have been many. Whoops. I drew her left titty here, and it actually doesn't exist. So Beau's shoulder here is going to be blocking that left titty. So pay attention.
You're worried about my music, and you're saying things like titty and crotch.
Well, this is a horrible poster you put out here, Marvel Studios. Oh yes, I'm sure people are waiting for this one. Now let's put all Bob Iger away, and I wish you well in your future endeavors, Marvel, Disney, Pixar. Lucasfilm. It's going to be a very interesting stockholders meeting coming up.
If there are any stockholders left.
People have lost billions. They're not going to be happy. And Mr. Iger did promise to bring back the dividend by, November? Soon. I think he gave us a date. Do I have it written down here? No, I don't. But I wanted to bring up an idea that I'm calling it the Karen theory.
Okay.
Yeah, see, most people won't ask to see the manager if they don't like your product.
True.
They just won't return.
Right.
Paramount, we just won't return if we don't like your product. One, two, three, four. Okay, that's a whole. Make sure we got enough fingers. And let me think here. Actually, that would be Beau's elbow, not Jane's dress. And then we could say put Jane there. Okay, that makes more sense. Let's get his shirt. Beau was really dressed for the occasion. Button-down shirt with his t-shirt underneath.
Well, it's a special occasion. He's looking spiffy.
Well, we got Jane in a short skirt that comes almost up to her Kamala Khan's, and or no, you can almost see her Monica Rambeau.
What the hell are you saying?
We tried to help them out last week with Captain Marvel.
We did.
Yeah, maybe a demonstration on how to make successful films. Probably starts with using your assets properly. And you have Brie Larson, who is a beautiful woman. Boy, do I have to dig this deep to find my Brie Larson?
I guess so.
She should be around the. Oh, there we go. There we go. We tried to help Disney out. And look, Bree now is holding up her hands to embrace me.
Aww.
But that is how you sell a film. This is how you don't. Hey, what do you think? What do you think? I could sell it.
All right, you're
I could sell this film.
You're tipping into creepiness a little bit. Let's back up a tad.
I never thought there would be a superhero film with 3 attractive women and they would be completely uninteresting.
Well, they're not uninteresting. They're just made to kind of look uninteresting in the poster. They should have done a better job on the poster.
The poster?
Poster.
Yeah, you got that Boston accent working for you there.
Well, I guess I do. I don't know where it comes from either.
Boston?
Smart ass. I mean, I don't know why I still have it, I guess is what I'm saying. I don't know why I still, whatever.
It's, I'd rather say it's a mid-Atlantic accent, but we don't quite have the correct pronunciations to pull that one off.
Why would you say it's a mid-Atlantic?
Well, that's what it was called. You ever remember? Well, do you remember? Good morning, Mr. and Miss America, and all the ships at sea. Flash! News source. Remember that news report? That's a mid-Atlantic accent.
That's not what we have.
No, it isn't.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't. But it's pretty close to what a Boston accent is. Yeah, never mind. I'm not going to do a linguistics lesson today.
Oh, don't we sound all,
Yeah, I'm a cartoonist. I just want to draw a fucking comic strip.
That's right.
Leave me the fuck alone. I'm not going to do this. Alright. Yep, I have no idea why Dino is here.
Why not?
Well, he's got a pay or play contract, so he's got to show up anyway.
You're gonna have to renegotiate.
And remember, children, you too can be cool like Dino and smoke cigarettes.
No.
Fun for all ages.
And then they went quiet.
Yeah. Find anything on TV?
I told you I landed on the celebrity thing, but I've been getting distracted.
Not like you have any coloring to do.
No, but I'm gossiping.
Ah. Yes, out thrust chest here, Jane. Hips tossed back.
Apparently, someone I know is having their second wedding today. Started their second marriage today.
Isn't that illegal? Was she a Mormon?
First marriage is divorce, sweetheart.
Oh, got it. Different people.
Different people.
Ah,
Yes.
all right.
There's no other way of really putting that, right? Is there?
I
Second
don't
marriage.
know.
Whatever. And someone else I know reminded me of it, and I was like, oh yeah. I was a bridesmaid at the first wedding.
So you got out of this one, or you're no longer a friend?
No longer a friend.
Okay.
It wasn't really my doing either. Although.
Are we gonna blame me for that one?
No. Although, wait a minute. No, I'm
Yeah.
just kidding. No.
We are gonna blame me for that one, aren't we?
No, she's just a little off her rocker. But you do know her.
Well, I've already figured out who it is.
Yeah.
I'm just not saying the name for the camera.
Don't.
It's to a man?
No.
Oh, okay. I didn't think so. The first one was to a man.
Yes.
Yeah. Life choice.
Yeah. One of my other friends looked at the picture. Well, no. She looked at the picture?
Yeah, she said that. Yeah, she did. She saw
I don't know
her.
if it was before or after. No, it must.
I'm
Whatever.
thinking-
Anyway,
you know-
one of my friends looked at the picture and said, "She's marrying a guy." And I said, "Yeah." She said, "Life choice," and just walked away. I don't walked away, but like just kind of let it go, whatever.
It's funny how you can be psychic that way, huh? You just tell by looking at someone.
It's a life choice. And, there was something for some reason it stuck in my head. I don't know why. But then 20 years later, she divorces her husband. Oh, not 20, maybe not 20. 15. I don't know. So many years later, she divorces her husband and she has a girlfriend who is now going to become a wife today.
Yeah, hope she's happy.
Oh no, I wish her. Listen, we all just need to be happy.
Maybe that's why she was so angry with everything in the world. She just wasn't happy with. She wasn't happy with her life.
Could be. My only. Well, never mind. I'm gonna stop talking now because.
Yep, because you're about to out someone.
Not even outing them for what you think I'm outing them for. Outing them for their other stuff.
So
No,
when I originally drew this, I had not drawn the backgrounds. So I had Phydeaux standing here, so it was more like a static in each position. Then when I started drawing the backgrounds, I put in the kitchen table, and then noticed, oh freak, there's a chair over here. Let's add to the joke and actually have Phydeaux pull out the chair and sit in the chair while he's getting his money. Because there was a problem with the writing in that, when I have him sitting before he collects his money, or if he was sitting, then he'd be on the ground. And that puts him down lower, and I was reaching up. So it works out well here because now he can sit on a chair and be up wallet height. What a dog does with money, I don't know. When Steve Martin did the Sergeant Bilko film many years ago, I think it was Roger Ebert who said a great opportunity was missed here because obviously the Bilko character must be making a ton of money through fraud, con, stealing, whatever. So they should have shown how secretly Bilko lived. When they do show Bilko live, he's just normal army, nothing special. What an opportunity was missed in that we didn't get to see what Bilko did with his money. What does Phydeaux do with his money? That's actually a setup for a joke next week. What does Phydeaux do with his money? I hadn't considered that. All right, there's Thursday, Friday,
Some things may be best left
Wednesday, Tuesday. All right, let's get the ink out. We'll do some word balloons, toss these aside to dry, get some backgrounds in. Let's see how much work we can get done. All right, choose your weapon. And we may remember this is the old brush. You can tell if I could get the plastic on top. This is the new brush. You can tell because it doesn't really have a point. So we're going to take one of the. Yeah, one looks like it has a good point. What do you think, folks? Yeah, that works. All right. And we need ink.
Yes, ink would help.
Always remember, put your cap back on your ink when you're done. We're actually halfway, this bottle's halfway empty.
You're kidding, really?
Well, I've got a whole.
Oh, it's in another thing too.
We use noodlers. Heart of Darkness. Always look for Cthulhu on your ink for a sign of quality. Gee, that looks wet. It's not though.
Shouldn't ink be wet?
No, I'm looking at something that
Oh.
I inked yesterday,
Oh.
and it should have dried by now. And it has.
So I was thinking.
Yeah. Well, be careful.
Uh,
Don't try anything
the
new.
apartment's the apartment's been very humid.
That's it.
And, well, we have the air conditioner on now, but prior to that, it had been very humid. I'm wondering if it's affecting the colored pencils, because I seem to be breaking them way more than I used to. So either I've gotten stronger, or they've gotten weaker.
Well, a lot of those pencils are new, and they're the Amazon Basics that we originally thought might be a good pencil, but.
No, I'm breaking all of them though,
Oh, okay.
not just those.
It's not the Amazon Basics?
No,
Huh?
but even if the Amazon Basics break, they're cheap enough to buy them over again.
Yeah.
Compared to the other ones. But no, it's all of them. I feel like I've been breaking all of them.
Yeah, okay.
Hmm.
This brush is giving me a lot of double lines. While I don't mind double lines because it adds a little bit of character, I like to be able to control them more. Stay in one piece. This is probably when I should have Irving move the camera in more, but now we'll leave
Irving,
it. We'll leave it out.
he's on break.
I kind of like having more room between me and the board anyway. People get to see more of my sexy arms.
Woohoo!
Yeah. My naked arms.
Woohoo!
Well, not naked. This one has a glove on.
I was gonna say.
Let's get rid of that magnet. Find anything on TV yet?
No, because I got distracted, I told you.
Oh, we're still doing celebrity ghost stories?
Well, I'm curious. I'm more curious about the mixture of celebrities. And I kind of like the description here.
Uh-huh.
Wait a minute, let me go back to the description, because I think it's a famous personalities from Carrie Fisher to Tracy Lords to Joan Rivers and John Waters. Those all kind of seem like the same character people. It's not like you said from, Mel Gibson to Tracy Lords, from, you're kind of keeping it in the same thing.
Well, Tracy Lords was a porn star. You can't. Carrie Fisher, no.
Well, I'm just saying. This one is Barry Williams, Debbie Mazza, Greg Grunberg, and Sammy Hagar.
Barry, is that Greg Brady?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Did you know
Nope, I did not.
that Corey Feldman, I don't know if he still has it, but he had a mentor program called Corey's Angels.
Really?
Yes, he was mentoring
Young ladies?
young women to be actresses.
No wonder why I was
And
stuck
you
with Me
had
Too.
to-
No wonder why I was stuck with
No
the Me
shit.
Too movement.
No shit.
Thanks, Corey.
Thanks a lot, Corey. Yep. And you had to live with Mr. Feldman in his I found out about this on some.
You know,
YouTube
that's
video.
more clever than Leonardo DiCaprio's Pussy Posse.
Oh yeah. You had to live with Mr.
Feldman.
in the Feldman Mansion. So
Ah.
he's even that, like, he called it the Feldman Mansion. But anyway, you had to be vegan.
Ooh.
You had to,
No protein whatsoever.
no protein or well.
Well, yeah, you don't want that. You don't want that at all.
No.
Look ahead.
Vegan, and you had, it was encouraged, if not mandated to some extent,
That
to
you-
be in as little clothing as possible. Which was not necessarily mean naked, but it was encouraged to be in a robe with nothing on. And
The
you
man's a genius.
exercise.
The man's a genius.
Yes, you exercise 3 or 4 times a day. And I guess what happened is, the reason why this was found, and which why I think it does not happen anymore, is because, excuse me, he actually went on Celebrity Wife Swap, Celebrity Wife Swap,
Right.
with, I think it was Tracy Morgan's wife, it might have been somebody else's wife, I can't remember right now. But she was actually, you know, a woman, a wife, a person with, you know, half a brain, more than half a brain. So she went in there, and he was trying to get her to, like, not eat meat, and you're supposed to do what they ask you to do for the first week. But she was like, "You've got to be effing kidding me." And she came down in jeans and a shirt. He said, "Jeans are very restrictive, so you should be wearing." He was so creepy, and she kept like talking back to him, or kept, you know, saying like things to him. And then he called a meeting because I mean, a lot of it could be staged too.
Yeah.
I mean, these things are, you know,
Sure. You gotta
dramatic
make
purposes.
oh, yeah, you gotta make a show.
But I think that, like, I think that they may have been staged, but I think that they also were, like, Corey was probably mad at her for this, but they said, "Oh, well, why don't you have a family meeting about it?" Like that kind of thing. You know, I don't think they said, "Hey, Corey, why don't you pretend to be mad about this?" Like, I don't think that happened. She had been telling the Angels that rather than going to this program, they could maybe, you know, study acting at a school or at a some sort of a, you know, higher learning place or even first learning place. And Mr. Feldman was not happy with that because these women were in his program, and when they're in his program, they are in school, they are in college.
I am inspired
No.
by Mr. Feldman.
No.
We're going to open the Phydeaux Fans, P-H-A-N-S, School for Cartooning. And I
No.
do encourage the women to wear as little
No.
clothing as possible.
No. Or you will have to do a wife swap. If you get wife swap and find somebody who will come in here and tolerate that, then you can have all you want.
The man must be a genius.
Well, the label of the video, the reason why I stopped and watched it was, I think the title was, "I think we can stop defending Mr. Feldman."
So,
Because this person went on to say how, you know, Corey Feldman obviously had been abused and such, but like, come on. He's using it as an excuse to be a little bit of a creep.
this obviously happened many years ago.
Many years ago. Yeah.
So, have any of these women graduated the Feldman,
Oh, yeah.
the Feldman
Oh,
School
yeah,
of
and they're-
Acting and become successful?
Quite the opposite, actually. In fact, they've graduated the Feldman School of Acting, and they've become Me Too activists. Or things of that nature. Yeah, nearly everybody who came out of the program now says.
Now as a Me Too activist.
Well, or now just says, no, that was creepy. I guess you can, if you're, I don't know. I guess if you're a beautiful woman and someone in the industry approaches you, you think that they know what they're
Well,
doing.
he gave them a place to live, and well, off they were in
Yeah,
La La
to
Land.
give them a place to live and feed
Rent
them,
prices.
kind of feed them.
Rent prices are astoundingly high.
Oh, I think
They're
one
a
of them
starving actress. You know?
was true. Oh, they were still starving with him though. I think
Well,
one of them,
well,
or
yeah.
all of them, had to be fruitarians. They could only eat fruit.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, no scurvy at least.
Oh, and they even had a like when they were exercising, he was just kind of sitting behind them like a creepazoid. And she even said
Okay. There's a very thin line between like being a man and being a creep, isn't there?
It is, and it's hard to determine. And I guess it's probably subjective,
Oh yes.
you know, to some extent, I would think.
If you look like Tom Brady, you're just a all-American
Yeah, but
boy.
also, Tom
If
Brady
you look
is,
like Corey Feldman, you're a creep.
I don't know. Oh, that's kind of, speaking of creepy,
What's up?
there was just looked like a leaf just kind of horizontally going across the window, which kind of looked like it was being carried. It was weird. Anyway, sorry.
No problem. Shiny object.
Shiny object. No. Even Tom Brady, I think, would be considered a creep if he had Brady's Angels.
Isn't that actually a movie?
Are you talking about Charlie's Angels?
No, 30 for Brady. There's
Oh, 80 for Brady.
80 for Brady.
Yeah.
A
And
bunch
I don't
of old
think those
cougars.
women are wearing robes and naked, although they could be.
Not in today's modern Hollywood. They
But
don't
it's
do
based
naked
on a true
anymore.
story. Apparently, there was this little group of women, this group of elderly women who watched every Tom Brady game, or I don't know, watched every Patriots game. I'm not really sure of the whole nature of it, but they did get together to save their money to go to the Super Bowl. So it's
Yeah.
based on a true story.
That is around that particular time. My mother claimed to have a love for Rob Gronkowski. Oh, actually, I should not be speaking of my mother today. Just on the off chance she's watching this.
Well, she's not watching it now, so in theory you could edit.
No, that's part of the rules. No editing.
I know, I'm just teasing.
Yeah. I think I did
Hey,
my.
listen,
What?
my mother told me the other day she had a date. So it's okay if your mother, like, Rob Gronkowski. The Tom Brady and Rob Gronkowski years. It
Yeah.
was fun while it lasted. The Tom Brady and Randy Moss years were kind of fun too, because I swear to God, Moss had a magnet in his glove.
Yeah.
Tom would throw the ball, and then it was like, oh, there's the magnet.
Mhm. Randy Moss was just the sort of guy who could just put out his hand and the ball just went.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he could palm a football like
Mhm.
with two fingers. It was
Mhm.
Randy was great. I stopped watching football when they started kneeling.
Wes Welker was a lot of fun, but then apparently his wife got mouthy to Giselle. I can't speak.
And yeah,
Check
try
this out.
try that again. Wes Welker's wife did what?
Apparently she said something to Giselle.
Oh, got mouthy.
Mouthy, yeah, with Giselle.
Oh, no, you do not
I
get
know.
mouthy with the Giselle. Giselle will take her out.
She did. He was no longer on the team. She legit did. That divorce was interesting because I didn't think that would happen.
The Tom Brady Giselle divorce, you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, they had like a real estate empire there. I wonder how they split that up.
Mhm. But like, I mean, I know you never know what's going on at home, but like,
I never
they
found
seem
her
to be
attractive.
okay.
I never found her
I know
attractive.
you've always said that.
She's doggy looking, and I like dogs.
Yep. Oh, you know what I was? Okay, I watch a lot of true crime.
Uh-huh.
I know I'm a cliche, but whatever.
Yeah. You color with the color pencils. Yes, you're real cliche. Good.
I color your strip, mister.
Yeah, but previous to that, you were doing comic coloring books.
Look, I'm a woman of a certain age who lost her job and couldn't find another one. You give me a effing break, okay, buddy? You give me a break and you stick with that.
Okay. Anyway, you were talking about
I was watching a true crime thing yesterday,
mm-hmm.
as I'm off to do.
As you ought to. Yeah.
Was Pamela Smart attractive? See, I didn't consider her attractive.
She was pregnant, wasn't she? When when
Pamela Smart's the one who had her husband killed. She was.
refresh
she was
my
having
memory.
She was having an
I'm thinking
affair
Charles Stewart. Okay,
No.
good.
Oh, that was a whole story. No. No, Pamela Smart's the one who was having an affair with the 16-year-old in high school. She taught it. And she had her husband shot by him and his friends. She was kind of this like blonde, very 80s looking woman.
Sleeping. Okay. Well, what we got here is a situation of a teacher sleeping with students. So
Yeah.
of course that's like every boy's fantasy.
No, I'm not saying for the boy himself, but just in general. They talk about her as if she was this like vixen. And I guess she was super popular in high school supposedly, and she was one of the pretty girls. And I mean, I'm not saying she's unattractive, but I don't know. I'm just.
She was a high school student
High school
sleeper. High school student, maybe. Yeah. Right.
Can
I
you
think I
talk-
just.
can
I think
you
I.
talk?
I think I just answered that question with my tongue-tied.
With your 12-year-old mentality?
With my 12-year-old mentality. Yes, that's every boy's fantasy. I'm off to teacher.
Oh,
Even
gosh.
even David Lee Roth sang of it.
Whoa, she aged.
Yeah, well, she. What do you?
Well, she's our age, not older, actually.
Yeah, huh?
Well, maybe not older, but.
Hit the wall, huh?
Well, she's been in prison, so I mean, that might do it to you. Remember?
Oh yeah. Okay. No, I don't remember her.
You don't?
Well, not that from that photo. I thought Pam Smart was a. She looks a lot like your friend that we were speaking of earlier today, who decided
Oh,
to.
good Lord, no. Oh my God, this woman is the. No, I shouldn't say that. Never mind.
For some reason, I'm getting the vibes of your lesbian friend.
Why you gotta put the answer to?
Oh well, because I wanted the audience to know whom I was referring to. She's got a mullet.
It was the 80s. So does he.
They both got mullets.
I can't believe you don't remember this whole trial and everything.
Well, I think there were like several cases where teachers were sleeping with students and getting in trouble. Only one of them.
One of them killed him.
Yeah, yeah. She isn't she the one who put like a mixtape in his car
Oh, that I don't
to
know.
try to inspire him to do the murder?
Oh, maybe. That I don't remember, but. I'm trying to think of his name. For some reason, his name, the guy who actually did the killing, his name is not a part of this whole thing here.
And I actually think they gave a deal or let the killer loose to get her.
Oh yeah, she's still in jail, I think.
Yeah.
Where they're all out, because they were kids too. They were.
I don't care. They're still murderers.
Oh, I'm not saying they should be out. I'm just saying, I'm agreeing with you. They made a deal with them to get her. Yep, she's still incarcerated. And the guy who killed him, let me see if he still is. What in the God freaking earth is his name? 'Cause this is gonna bother me now. Billy Flynn. Billy Flynn?
Oh, you still have the picture of Pam Smart? Probably should show the audience what the hell I'm talking about. The mullet. When we did the CEO of Bud Light last week, and I had not printed up a picture of him because I didn't expect to talk about him. Probably should have a printed up picture of Pam Smart here. So, for history's sake, let me get the camera. Irving, could you zoom in here on camera? There we go, the monitor one. There we go. There's Pam Smart in her mullet. Wow. She looks much harsher than I would remember her looking. But did you say you had a photo of her? There she is. You say you had a photo of her today?
Well, if you keep going.
Pamela Smart, Nicole Kidman's portrayal of her. Pamela's murder became a media. Is that Pam Smart today? Wow, the years have not been good with Pam.
Well, she was in jail.
But she's got a gold necklace on, huh? Is that her?
Yeah.
Well, okay. Why is she wearing a necklace? She's gonna lose that. She's gonna lose that in the prison yard.
Probably for the interview or whatever.
I don't care. It's got a P on it. She's gonna lose that in the prison yard. P for prison.
I don't think she's in it. Well, I don't know. I can't tell you.
Who gave her a gold necklace?
You seem to be pretty fixated on this gold necklace. She was doing an interview. Do you ever think maybe they
It's
might
always
just dress
in
her
the.
up?
Really, the reporter gave her a necklace with P on it.
Yeah, possibly.
Probably for press.
Mm-hmm. Do you think reporters don't come with like makeup and stuff like that sometimes when they're doing an interview? Then you're misinformed. Okay, so his name was Billy Flynn, not your cousin. Oh, he's out. Yeah, he's out. Yeah, 25 years later, he got out.
Yeah, so they gave him 25 for the murder?
Yep.
Yeah, it's about. Well, here's the thing. That's murder one. That's premeditated. He should have gotten the death penalty.
They gave him a break.
Oh, well, I guess he won't do that again. Because he doesn't have any more school teachers. How long did she get?
She's still in jail. She got life, I think. Oh, he didn't age well either.
So,
Oh, I feel like I'm being wicked catty.
so they gave her a longer sentence than him.
They gave her life, I think.
Because she was the mastermind. You know, Pam Smart, there's such a thing as divorce. You don't have to kill him.
Mm-hmm.
Guess there was a money thing. She.
Oh, Billy Flynn got married while he was in prison. That's nice. He moved to an upscale.
He found love.
He
Finally.
moved to an upscale Maine home on 3.5 acres. Where the hell did he get his money?
Probably sold his story.
I don't think you can. Didn't they do that whole, what the hell do they call it? There's a bill that they passed that you can't make money on things like this.
Yeah, I vaguely heard of that.
I will always feel terrible about what happened 25 years ago.
You know, I don't want the camera audience to see what I'm using as a rag.
No. Well, they already did kind of see. No, stop. He was released in March 2015.
In my defense.
My dispense?
No, sorry. In my defense for what I'm using as a rag.
Oh, you
Amazon.
are going to show them, aren't you?
Amazon sent us this by accident, and then we tried to give it back to them, and they said, no, keep it. So what the hell are we going to do with tiny women's underwear?
Okay.
It makes a great rag. You know, I probably should have zoomed in closer to these characters. But I didn't. So, oh well. There's a little white thing that's usually on the back of the goose's head. It's turned into a little beanie cap.
Oh, no.
No, we haven't had the Canadian Goose character in a long time.
Nope.
I was saying to the audience while you were away there, I was going to have to come up with my Canadian accent again.
Okay.
Okay? Mm. But, you know, I apologize that my accent is not perfect. See, I'm already getting Canadian. Awfully sorry about that. Gee, I'm sorry my accent's not right.
The Canadians would be proud if you said you were sorry.
those characters are out of the way. And let's see, Thursday. Oh, this is the one we penciled today. What are we doing on time? We're looking at 1 hour and 9 minutes. We've got about 15, 20 minutes.
I'm still looking for a show. No, I'm just kidding.
You spend more time looking on these surfaces.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Dino first, I guess. So I was hoping to be able to call this one the Karen effect. Try to make it something that I can claim original authorship of. The Karen effect being most people will not complain. They just won't come back. You'll never see them again. Most people won't be a Karen. Not that you listen to the complainers.
No, but
The complainers just get written off as internet trolls. They just don't seem to notice that these trolls suddenly become your biggest fans and supporters when you do a good product. And you like them. But they're going
it's
to
a
be.
fickle relationship at best.
But they're going to be harsh on you when you. So the actual Karens will be very harsh on you. You should listen to them. But most of the audience is not going to be a Karen. They're not going to do a YouTube channel where they're going to explain all the problems they had with your film for 4 or 5 hours like Mahler does. Yes, I survived the Mahler 5-hour
Is he selling
journey.
that merchandise? He should.
Who was it? Also, I think there's another internet guy, the Little Platoon. He just did a bit on Indy 5, I believe, and it was just as long as the film. And Indy 5 was too long, but no, his review was perfect. Like, you went up one side and down the other of that film.
It deserved it.
Oh no, it wasn't Indy 5. No, I'm sorry. Little Platoon. You did the Flash. And the reason why I remember now is because he was speaking of the woman who's playing Supergirl and saying this she might prove to him that he's not gay. Yeah, she was cute. She was pretty. Which I did not expect because of all of the stuff that we saw of Supergirl online. The suit looked horrible. It looks like they got in there and did a lot of CGI work and made the hips a little bit thinner and the waist a little bit smaller and made her just a little bit more feminine than the suit would actually be on a real human being. So she's just an illustration in that film. She's not a real woman. But then again, real women can't fly. I don't know
Really?
if you haven't noticed.
Really?
Yeah, they have a problem with that, unless they use an airplane. And then, Amelia Earhart, they still have a problem.
Oh.
What, too soon?
No, but.
I don't know. He's making Amelia Earhart jokes. Too soon, Charles. Too soon.
Or too late. Nobody knows who she is anymore. I think they're still teaching Amelia Earhart.
Nope.
Blippity blue.
Well, they didn't teach us Amelia Earhart. I knew of her because of pop culture at the time.
I think I was taught Amelia Earhart. I don't know. I don't remember where I know half the stuff I know.
I learned very little in school.
Are you gonna be one of those people? I was too good for school.
I do remember a lot of boredom.
Well, you was smart.
No, not really.
Well,
Again, as I said earlier in the broadcast here, I probably would have been diagnosed with ADD. I just did not have the patience or did not want to expend the brain power.
I'm using my favorite new toy.
Okay, she means this little vacuum.
Oh, that I know. I should have.
She means this little vacuum. She doesn't mean her other
All
real
right,
favorite
stop
toy.
Stop it. Your mother gave me the Keno lottery ticket vacuum thing.
You know, most people would not consider a vacuum cleaner one of their favorite toys.
It is. It's fun.
I think.
I'm not like most people.
All right.
So now would probably be a good time to go through all of my pencils and such, because I probably won't get anything for a while.
We're looking at you getting something. Let's say, maybe
Saturday.
a couple days at least.
Okay.
You might not see anything till the beginning of the week.
Okay.
Well, because these ones that I'm doing the characters on, I've got to let dry. So then I do the background, and sometimes the backgrounds require 2 sweeps, drying in between them.
Oh, that doesn't bother me. I'll do what I do when I do it.
But when you do start getting them, you'll probably get them all at once. I'm doing an assembly line process
I
here.
have to go visit my mommy sometime soon. I haven't seen her in a long time.
Yeah, I know. You spent the 4th of July with her.
I know.
Alright.
I don't want her to get sad.
Don't worry about it.
But she's probably having more fun with other people. I'm gonna have to start eating her grapes before they go bad.
Oh, shucks.
I know. I'm going to buy her new ones. I'm afraid to get the frozen fruit again.
Well, there was a
It actually hasn't been
there was a
that long.
listeria outbreak with the frozen
Yeah.
fruit.
And you said that there haven't really been any in the stores either.
Not in my store, no.
Right.
Guessing there must be some nationwide recall.
Probably.
We had gotten ours Walmart delivery.
I think the day that it came out,
Yeah.
that there was a listeria break.
So we're like, do we bring them back? Nah, just throw them away. We'll give you a refund.
Yeah, they
What?
legit.
I gotta put them in my garbage? No, I want to put them in your garbage.
Are they still in the freezer?
Nah, I don't worry.
Oh, you did finally get rid of them? Okay.
Yeah. I don't take any chances. They were probably fine, but
I know, but I don't want to. It's not worth risking it.
yep. It'd be a horrible way to go eating healthy.
No shit, no kidding.
When I go, I want a cheeseburger and a chocolate milkshake. Maybe a pizza. No, I want a pizza.
Yeah. I want to go down for a reason, damn it. Not for a freaking blueberry.
I want to go down for a good pizza. None of that little Caesars stuff or Domino's. Actually, Little Caesars surprisingly isn't that bad.
We liked it when we got it.
And I don't know, because I had tried Little Caesars many years ago, and it wasn't that pizza. They had to have changed their recipe.
Domino changed its recipe too.
Yeah, but they did that with a lot of fanfare. They did that with a lot of fanfare to tell everyone, please come try our pizza now. We fixed our error.
I know, but what I'm saying is have you tried it since they did that? You might like it.
Oh, yeah, the sauce has a little bit more
Oh, you
oregano
have?
in it.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's a little bit spicier sauce, and yeah, it's okay, but it feels like something that's been carefully like constructed.
Given that my mama worked for Phydeaux for several years, I don't think I've ever ordered a Domino pizza. If I wanted pizza, I got Phydeaux pizza.
I'm surprised that Papagenos didn't become a bigger,
They sold.
yeah, a bigger franchise. Instead, we're stuck with Papa John.
They weren't a franchise.
Yeah,
That's
no,
the
they're,
thing. They were owned by one guy, and then he sold it to a company.
yeah.
They may be franchised now. I don't know, but there's so few of them, you couldn't even tell you.
Yeah.
But when one guy owned them, they had they were making their pizzas fresh.
Yeah.
I mean, legit fresh. Even the dough was fresh.
We had one in the town where we grew up, and some of my friends would have birthday parties there, and they get to make their own pizza on their birthday party. I always wanted to have a birthday party at Papagenos, but never did. You want to know why they were able to have their pizza birthday parties? Because they all had divorced families. My parents had to stay together. They got to go to Disney World. They got to have Papageno birthdays.
Hey,
What?
who brought you to Disney World?
My wife.
That's right. When she was your girlfriend. On the first time we celebrated your birthday as girlfriend and girlfriend.
I envy the guys who came from broken homes.
Okay,
they got everything.
You are a man of a certain age right now. Time to calm down about it.
But that's all Hollywood knows is broken homes. That's they do not want to make a family. Indiana Jones, the film, 6. They could have had a family adventure. We have Indy and Mutt. Oh, change the
I know,
actor.
but they couldn't get him.
Change the. No, you don't want Shia LaBeouf.
No.
In fact, I think it was one of our internet friends came up with the idea of, well, maybe when Shia was in the military, he bulked up a bit. We can hire
Someone else.
the guy from Guardians of the Galaxy, Sean.
Chris Pratt?
Chris, yeah, because he's in everything else. What the hell?
Oh. I was gonna say, how do you jump from Chris Pratt to, from
Shia LaBeouf to Chris Pratt.
No, that's too much of a jump.
But they could have had a family adventure. But I guess
Oh, I know.
I guess you write what you know, and they don't know family. They all grew up in broken homes, I guess.
No, someone else said, which I think is probably even a better idea, is he's a happy family man, but someone he knows, not some, pop out of the air from no place goddaughter, but someone he knows is in trouble and he's got to put on the hat again. And he's got to go out again. I'm sorry, Marion, but she's like,
Fine.
I know, Indy, I know who you are.
Yeah, I knew the Indian I married, yeah, sort of thing.
Right.
Yeah. But isn't it ironic that Disney, the family company,
I know.
is loath to do a family film? They
No,
can't do it.
I think they just want to make Harrison Ford a deadbeat dad.
Yeah. The Disney, the family company, cannot do a family film.
Not anymore.
Wow. You got a clean house there. They have fallen so far. Celebrating 100 years. You got a clean house. This is not fixable. Disney is not fixable.
To quote Clownfish TV, it's dismal Disney.
I understand why you want to envy broken families, because, well, they go to Disney World. As my mother and father stayed together, I never got to go to Disney World as a young whippersnapper, as a child. I would have loved to have gone to Disney
Let's
as a
focus
child.
on
It would have
positive.
changed my life. I would have gotten into Disney animation, because I remember when we went there, they had a whole section. I think
I
in the
know.
world's next to where the world tomorrow is,
I know, it's pretty cool actually.
dedicated to Disney animation.
That was pretty cool.
Which, well, at that time they were just stopping to do. Literally, they cannot do it anymore. They don't have the talent. Well, obviously Disney doesn't have the talent. They can't make a film anymore.
We took a class on how to draw Disney.
Yeah,
I mean, not Disney.
well,
how to draw
Mickey. Yeah.
I mean, you already knew, but
Well, mine and Mickey looked good.
I know.
It was almost like I was a cartoonist.
It's almost like you had talent.
And we got
I
the.
don't even
Well, she was nice because she also explained to us the type of humor that you can use when you're talking about the Disney company.
That's true, she did. Yep.
And I mean, you can say that you have a Disney tattoo on your ass because they own you.
But it sounds like Universal Studios has grown like 17 times bigger than when we were there.
Yeah, well, it's the future.
I know.
I can easily see that park one day on Defunctland.
I don't know about that. They're kind of, I don't know.
It's almost a museum piece now, and
I
they're
know.
not maintaining it.
That's true. They
And
are.
when you don't, since COVID, they really haven't maintained that park. They did their 100-year celebration on a budget. Meanwhile, Lucasfilm is spending money like a drunken sailor.
I don't know. I feel like there's, well, I guess time will tell. Maybe some of the other
I guess we have to bring this back to a full loop. They did the 100-year celebration at Disney World. The only thing that's drawing in money, by the way, on a budget. And now we're just realizing that Doctor Strange cost $100 million more than it did.
they originally said.
Force Awakens will, in history, be known now as the most expensive movie ever made, as they're still finding money that has to be paid out. They're still finding invoices. How's that? How many years? 12 years later? How many years has that been?
I don't even know. At least 12 years.
They're still finding invoices. Getting a tax credit from the poor British tax-paying public. It's completely legal. I'm not saying they're doing anything illegal, but I feel bad for the people of the UK. And I haven't heard a word about what they're doing with Andor. Apparently, the Crown was going to seize the production.
I know you said that. I
Yeah.
forget why though.
Well, the news is a little bit tougher to get out of the UK. I mean, you don't get the wild conjecture that you
Gotcha.
might find in an American news source. So the story really hasn't gotten out why the Crown is seizing Andor.
Can you imagine that's the first official? Well, I'm sure he's done other stuff, but what's the first thing the king did? He stopped a Disney production. Queen Elizabeth would have let it happen.
Well, no, the production had already stopped.
I
They were
know.
packing up and trying to run out of town.
Can't run away from the king that easily.
So they actually have until, I think, this week to respond to the complaint in the UK, and I guess we'll hear. We'll keep you appraised here at Phydeaux the Comic Strip, if you don't hear it anywhere else. Your only source for
Bad.
bad dog, go lie down, and apparently bad Disney, go lie down.
Go shut off.
Many years ago, I think it was 2017 or so, I asked to be the president of Disney. This is right when Iger was leaving, before they brought in Chapek. I don't want the job now.
You can
Disney
keep it.
Disney needs a cartoonist to run this company,
There you go.
but I don't think I could save them. Back in 2017, maybe. a lot. The damage hadn't been done to Lucasfilm yet. That would have been a good time to get rid of Kennedy. They're starting to do the right thing now, getting rid of some employees, the special effects lady, and the diversity coordinator, and we're working.
Culling some
Yeah.
people.
They are culling the herd, but you've got to dig a lot deeper. When Disney, the family company, cannot make a family film, will not cannot. They will not make a family film. They will not release something. They will not release something like this. That's The Sound of Freedom, a film about child trafficking. And yes, insert your own Disney joke there. Mm-hmm. Maybe they can get the Vatican to fund this one, huh?
Ooh.
So the Karen effect is that most people, believe it or not, do not want to be Karens. Yes, there's a whole cottage industry on YouTube of people complaining about Disney. But that's a very small minority. Most people just won't show up. Like what happened with Indy 5. Like what happened with a few other films.
Elements, wasn't it? Elements and...
Yeah, a few other films. Most people are probably just not going to show up.
And then there was silence. Just like the movie theaters.
So, what do you think? The Karen effect?
That's the title?
I don't know. That's what I want to call it.
I know. Well,
But I really haven't pushed home what the Karen effect is. I'm not calling any of these actresses Karen. It's a different definition. These are girl bosses. Karens are not girl bosses. Karens are just women who want to see the manager. But the reason why this girl boss film is going to fail is because of the Karen effect. People are not going to complain. They're just not going to show up.
which hurts people more than complaining. They claim. But it's always been said, hate is not the opposite of love and differences.
Something about losing a customer is more expensive than trying to earn a customer.
Something like that, yeah.
There'll be indifference. But we get to do the funnest job in the world. We're drawing a comic strip.
Woo!
Woo-hoo. It's okay that the cartoonist is mentally scarred because he didn't get to go to Disney World when he was a kid.
Let's focus on the positives. Like I said, you're a man of a certain age. Time to kick yourself out of this.
I didn't get to enjoy the wonders of divorce.
Hey,
like every other kid in my neighborhood. No, it doesn't make any difference now. I'm not going to go to Disney. Maybe Universal. Maybe Universal.
I know. If we were to go back, I'd go to Universal.
Yeah.
Selfishly, I want to see.
I want to wait for the. Well, yeah, sure, but I want to wait for the new park to open. They're gonna.
Nintendo or something.
Well, that will be there as well, but it's going to be more or less a bigger version of what they have now.
Oh, okay. But I am not going on the Dudley Do Right ride.
Well, that one broke down and got us stranded.
No, that was I'm talking about the one where I couldn't get out of the ride. Dudley Do Right.
Oh yeah, you're right. It was Popeye
the one
we
that got us stranded was
stranded.
Popeye.
The Dudley Do Right. I guess she expanded in the seat when she got wet. Couldn't get her out of it.
I was stuck to the seat. And the guy's like, just go around again.
No, no. I don't want to go around again.
I
Thank you.
refuse to go around again.
I go around again, you're not getting me out of here.
These jeans will become even more exploded or whatever the hell.
Waterlogged.
Waterlogged. Thank you. That's the word.
Sure. So I'm probably gonna have to explain what the Karen effect is in the description, because they're gonna think I'm calling these 3 women Karens.
Shouldn't it be like opposite Karen approach or un-Karen?
Perhaps. But most people do not want to complain to the manager. They just won't come back.
I'm less likely to give a complaint than I am to give a comment. I mean a compliment.
If you can't say something nice, don't say anything at all. Disney's been looking for positive. They're trying too much. They don't realize that negative is necessary. You've got to recognize when you're doing something wrong, or you're doing something stupid. Like giving Lucasfilm a blank checkbook. What's her name? Katie Sackhoff said that the catering budget for The Mandalorian was more than the entire budget for Battlestar Galactica.
Oh, Katie. Can't talk like that anymore.
Yeah, you're gonna lose your job there, Miss Sackhoff. You got to shut up. But people like to keep track of the finances here. And I'm not saying Disney's a shady company, but they do tend to do some creative stuff with the books. They had an accountant a few years ago who was fired for whistleblowing that they were counting free giveaways as income. Like they'd give away a golf package to someone and then put it in the books as if it was sold. And I don't know, but the original Captain Marvel 1 film, there were a lot of empty theaters that were sold out. And people just never showed up.
Well, I often buy a ticket and just don't show up.
Well, here's the thing. It is not illegal. They used
No, of course not.
Perhaps, I'm guessing here, they used their advertising budget to buy some tickets, and it got a little out of hand.
Well, if we're here to buy some tickets, why don't we buy all the tickets? Yay!
But they're consuming their own product. So when they finish, say, with the Marvels, well, we're going to take it and put it on Disney Plus, and we're going to pay ourselves for it on Disney Plus. Well, how much you want to pay yourself? Well, let's see. If we were going to sell this to Paramount or someone else, they might give us $10 million. But hey, if we sell it to ourselves, I think we should pay ourselves $50 million for this film, and that money gets added to the profit, to the bottom line of what this film made. When in fact, well, it didn't make that. It would not have made that. And it's bordering on fraudulent activity.
I don't think so. Skirting.
I would be upset were I a stockholder and this is what they're doing with my money.
It's skirting on the issue there. Definitely. Well, the stuff.
And I'm not saying they did this with other films. No, I'm not. But a particular attorney doing a class action lawsuit is.
now it can officially be called like a
Cons-
pseudo Disney, Dismal Disney.
Oh, we're just conspiracy theorists.
Mm-hmm.
We went to Disney on our honeymoon because we loved the company. I can remember the early days of the internet actually like looking for and signing up for some sort of like Disney company thing where they would tell you about what's going on at the parks and all this stuff. I was really interested in the product.
And we had a good time, and like you said, we did the animation stuff all there too.
And I was concerned when I heard that they had bought Lucasfilm, but I thought, well, hey, maybe they can do a good job because, well, George needs an editor. George needs someone to save him from himself. You do remember he's the guy who gave us the Star Wars Christmas special and the Ewoks.
Supposedly,
All that
he
Ewok
claimed
shit.
he didn't give us the special.
Yeah.
The Christmas special he claims he had nothing to do with.
You can see bits in the Return of the Jedi where things were just starting to go wrong with George Lucas. He lost his wife, who had a lot to do with the success of that product, and his writers. Well, Kasdan was still there, but. So it sounded like a good idea when Disney picked up Lucasfilm.
Oh, little did we know.
What do you think? Will it be just split up? ILM will be its own company. They'll close down Pixar.
That's what the
There
theory
will not
is.
be. I do not think that Lucasfilm will be as it is today.
That's what the theory is that they're gonna meld all these things.
They should franchise off Star Wars. Give it to someone who has passion for it. Give it to a Star Wars equivalent of Terry Metalis, who did that wonderful Picard season 3.
There has to be one or two of them out there because there've been a lot of people who've done fan projects.
The fan projects are better than what
I know, so there's
Lucasfilm
gotta
was
be
putting out. So
someone with the
yeah.
talent. Yeah. There's got to be somebody with the talent who can do this.
Yeah, it's going to be a stretch for me to call this the Karen Project. The Karen thing.
That's all right, honey. You'll come up with a name.
Yeah.
You always do. You say to yourself, "What am I going to name this?" And then something comes.
Usually, what we do is at the end, whatever piece of paper is still on the drafting board, I'll sit back and I'll take a photo for the thumbnail, and that usually inspires the title.
You're sniffling.
Yep, that put down on the bingo. Oh. We didn't say anything about. Oh yeah, we did mention Miss Larson. So.
Yeah, of course you did.
All right. You didn't say anything about the Chancellor of Germany from the 30s.
No, we haven't actually mentioned him in a while. I don't think
Yeah.
so. We might have to replace that bingo card with something else.
I have hair that's cascading down over my eyes. Does my hair
I
look
see
bad
that.
today?
I think that's adorable.
Oh, okay. It doesn't. Oh, it looks adorable. Oh, that's good.
Looks playful and whimsical.
Oh, all right. Too bad I'm not on camera.
Mm-hmm. You look like an 80s hot rod.
Oops. I think that's Brie Larson on the floor there. My
Don't put Brie Larson on the floor. Poor Brie Larson. Ew.
Hey, it's not your underwear.
No, but just the noise. You don't blow your nose on camera.
Stop the sniffling.
Oh dear, I'd rather you sniffle.
You know, I could probably take my used rags here and sell them in a
Oh,
Japanese.
don't.
Sell them in a
Stop.
Japanese vending
No,
machine.
Stop.
Well, I wasn't going to say anything bad.
Well, you're getting close to it, so stop. That's gross. Ugh. Enough about that. Ugh.
So you didn't find anything on TV?
No. Gave up on the TV a while ago. I was playing with my phone, trying to think of other things I have to do to stop being a bad daughter.
Yeah.
You know, all kinds of stuff.
So we'll just finish out this panel and call it a night.
So no reviews of Clerks or anything like that going on today.
Well, actually, we do have one other thing to do.
What's that?
Well, we can go over Chief Colorist's work from last week.
I thought you might have done that when I was
That's always our
on break
favorite.
earlier.
That's always our favorite segment.
Yeah, depends on who you're asking.
Let me just finish off Phydeaux here.
I don't think I'm going to be here to defend myself tomorrow in the comments, so you gotta be nice.
Oh, where are you going to be?
I have to see my mother at some point.
You know, you saw her on the 4th of July.
I know, but that was days and days and days ago.
She remembers what you look like.
I know, I don't want her to be sad.
All right. Always put the cap back on your ink bottle. Bet you're wondering why I'm warning you about that. Well, let's see what the chief colorist has done last week. Yeah, I'm going to put this up on the magnet here to dry, and we'll check out what she's done. Well, we have, this is Alicia going through the, she's looking out the window. Now, the special effect I was trying to I asked the chief colorist to do is to let the people know there's a piece of glass there between the cat and the bird. And you did, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I'm pointing out the thing.
Oh, I thought you said I did it.
No. So she tried her best. So anyway, the cat. No, shut up. Don't be so defensive, Disney.
Don't be so, like...
So then the cat gets tangled in the blinds. And did you catch that bird? I came this close. I wish I could get. I don't know what to do here.
What?
I wish I could get that to punch more, so you can actually see that she's doing. You know, missed it by that much. You know, Maxwell's smart, but it just sort of reads in.
The colors are all too much the same.
Yeah, it just sort of reads in the background.
And I tried to
I probably.
differentiate,
What do you think? Maybe if I moved. This is a cartooning problem. If I moved the hand just forward a little
If
bit,
the
so.
hand worked, yeah, in a different spot, yeah, mine worked.
But most people will go like that, you know, close to their body when they're doing it. That was my thinking. So, any failures to this one is all completely due to the cartoonist. Colorist did her best. Random background wall. Yeah, that's what we're looking for. All right, let's look at what we got here. This is Felicia sitting in the sun. Now, the chief colorist did not do this. I added a little bit of yellow here to show that she was actually laying in the sun.
Well, I shaded her.
Well, yeah, I can see that. Like, for instance, you did an erasure on her face to try to show the sun reflecting off
Yeah,
it.
and I thought I had done a couple of lines, maybe they just didn't show up.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
I just added more. See, the colorist the cartoonist can't let it die. He's got a Star Wars poster in the background. So, this one, Felicia, go down to my truck and get the folder on the front seat. That sounds like a fetch. Phydeaux, fetch. Got some sort of dirt going on here. Yeah. What do you do around here? I'm the cat. I'm in charge. Okay, they're in the public garden here, and look at this grass she's did. That looks like a lot of work. Oh well, we're gonna call that.
Comment on that, huh?
Yeah, it looks fake. You could have just done a pat. Yeah, whatever.
What should I have done?
And just a simple color. But okay, fine. A lot of work. Here, Phydeaux, fetch the stick. I couldn't find it. It's right over there. See? Now let's try that again. Okay, I couldn't find it.
Yeah. Like I said before, smart call.
So Bo in his cargo shorts. We decided yellow.
They're like a yellow with a green.
And it looks like she looked at the bridge. I expected her to make the bridge colorful, but no, the bridge in real life is just concrete like
You
that.
specifically told me to
I
look
know,
at the bridge.
I know.
All right.
So she did that properly.
Okay. Even your proper, like.
You
things
are
sound like-
entirely too defensive.
No, you are entirely.
And by the way, that
too
building up here, is it really that color?
Red. Yeah. Yep.
I didn't even pay attention.
Yep. Nope. I'll find the picture.
Yeah, it's all right.
I
We
saw
got it. We
the
got it in our
actual
hallway.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, true.
We got that bridge in our hallway. All right, we have Felicia and Bo working on his laptop. Banana. I think that's been done before. Do you mind? Oh, please forgive me. What were you doing with my butt warmer anyway? Cats do use laptops as butt warmers.
They certainly do.
Yep. Basic here. Oh, that's that. That's the chief colorist work for the week. Well, we are done here at Phydeaux the Comic Strip. Thank you for joining us. And I'm just gonna toss a few of these on the board with hopes that they will inspire me to come up with a title.
I guess we should say happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary?
It was the
What?
first year of 52 weeks.
I
It's gotta
guess,
be-
yeah, we've been doing one every week, so we must have started on the first week of July.
I guess so. I'd have to look back exactly, which, I could have done, but forgot to do.
All right.
I've been a bad wife, bad cartoonist, bad everything. Colorist, bad everything this week.
Okay, go lie down.
Mm-hmm.